I don't know if my sound's on. We're going to try again. And it doesn't sound like I have any sound. I do have sound. I have no idea what I did. Well, let's just see if we can walk through this again. So thank you for joining me for my first live stream part 2. Maybe. Let's turn the sound off so I'm not getting feedback. I know that it's at least going, as I hear it on my other laptop there. So again, thank you for joining me for my first live stream, which really, I already had my first live stream, but there was no sound. But I did learn how to get the software to send to YouTube. So I counted success, even though I went through the whole video and you couldn't hear anything that I was doing. So I just want to pop back on here, 1, to make sure I have sound, which I do, and 2, to let you know that I put the link to the templates for my Notion GTD dashboard in the description box of my first live stream. No sound. And you can just click on that. It'll take you to my templates, and then you just duplicate them and can start filling in your own information. I have a previous video where I walk through my evening routine on Notion, and you can go through there and watch it and just kind of see what I'm doing there. And then if you have questions, feel free to drop them in the comments and I will gladly answer them. And I plan to come back and do another video with these templates and how to use them, or how I use them at least. And but essentially, I'll just video with, I use it mostly for my review. It helps me to as a trigger list, a reminder, and I have the dashboard set up so that it is automated. So when I put something in the inbox, it sits there until I assign it a related project, in which case then it drops into the task list. And once I have a date set to it, a due date, then it will prioritize that. So anything in the task list, and once I have upcoming week, will be populated on that task list on the dashboard. All of the tasks are on the master task list. So here, let me see if I can kind of go back to that for you. Where is my working window? Well, that's not showing. Okay. I guess I still have some kinks to work out. Let's see, where is that? Let's see if we can try it again. Why not? It's Sunday night. It's after midnight. Let's see. Why is this not showing you? Let's see if we can. Ah, we got it. Okay. So as I was saying, this is where the link will take you to my templates, and it doesn't look like my little cursor showing there. Oh, there we go. And when you just duplicate these pages, The first one is, this is the dashboard. So I call this dashboard. So on mine, you can see I have a dashboard. Um, the inbox here, as you can see, it's titled GTD task template, just like this. What that means is that is the database that this information is populating to and from. So here is the inbox. When I type in a task in this first box, it's really when something comes to mind. So it's usually because I'm out and about, I'm on my phone, and I pop it open and I just type something in there. So I'm going to take you over to my actual dashboard so you can see. So I was out and about. I got a phone call asking me to take some photos of downtown for our Christmas lights and the businesses, how they're decorated and that kind of thing. We haven't finalized that I'm going to be doing that yet, or when I'm going to be doing that. So I have not assigned it to a project because I don't have one. I was just asked to do a task. And it is something that will be a project. It's something that it's going to take more than 2 minutes. So I tentatively signed a due date that I would do it tomorrow, today, later Monday. And I assigned a context because it's for work. But when I assign a master project to it, so I'll just click in there, it'll give me a chance to choose them. Which it'll probably be this one right here. This will be the task. It will automatically jump out of it'll look like it jumps out of this inbox because this will be empty because it is now has a project and a context. The task will still show up here. So I'm going to show you. That says downtown photos. There's no task here. But when I go and create it and add a project, so it's for Main Street, as soon as I do that, it's gone. Now, it's not really gone. It just means that the idea that I had, my initial inbox, just like if I was writing on a Post-it note, once I decide what to do with it, I can throw the Post-it note away. So that's kind of what this is, acting like a Post-it note for me. But as you can see, the making myself a liar. Oh, I didn't give it a due date. These are only popped up due dates. So if I actually go to the master task list itself, this has all my tasks currently that need to be done in here. Downtown photos is listed here. Well, it does have a due date. Well, I'll have to go figure that out. Oh, it has the due date of the 14th and filter is within the next date. Due date is exact date, which is today, the 14th, and within the next week. Well, that seems like it shouldn't be doing that. Let's just make it the 15th, just for, there we go. So I gave it the date of the 15th. I don't know why it's acting that way. And now you can see it's on my master task list right here. So if I had removed, if I did not have a project assigned to it, it would stay in my inbox until then, which is really where I want it to go, but it's there for the example. Okay, let's go back to the templates. So that's what this is. This would be just your inbox. This would be your coming week because I have a filter set on it. Oh, the filter I have set now is just if it's not done. Once it's done, it'll delete off of this too. I also like to put a filter on it for and due date is exact date and due date is within. Here we go. Let's change that to is within this next week. There we go. So that will list for us all of the tasks that are in the master task list that are due today or the coming week. That's really all I want to see anyway. So back to mine, just to show you. These are my tasks that I have today or the coming week. I have more tasks than this, but they're not urgent for me to worry about. I don't need them in front of me. Now, if I get all these checked off and I'm like, hey, what I got going on next week, I can just pop over to my task list and scroll down and see what else is going on here. I usually don't. I like to just, what's on the list, do it, check, next. What's on the list, do it, check, next. So the next thing on this dashboard is my habits tracker. I have lofty goals of keeping track of all the things, and then I don't. I don't do so well, but that's my goal. So because it's my goal, I have the tracker here, and I have it set up to where it just shows the current date that I have listed. So if I actually go to the habits tracker, it'll pull up all the dates since I started using this. And what I did was I just set up some things that I want to track. And so let's see. Let's go to, so this was today when I was working on it, yesterday. I just give the title the name of the day, because when it shows up in calendar view, as you can see, if you look in calendar view, it just shows you the numbers. So in order for it to show up on the way I like it, I just want to have the day on it. I don't know, does that make sense? I want it to show up and say Monday right there. And so in order to do that, I just have to name it. But you could change this from day. You could call it event, and then you could have it like appointments. That's just not how I'm using it. But anyways, back to here. I don't want to look at Monday. I wanted to look at Sunday, so I can show you what I did. So the things that I wanted to track were, if I'm sleeping at least 7 hours, did I spend time meditating, praying, reading my Bible, that kind of thing. Did I journal? No, I did not. Did I move? Not. I don't think I got all my rings closed, so I just didn't check it. I did plan today. I did not have a headache or migraine or shocks, which is rare for me. So I've been wanting to watch that. I did take my medication, my vitamins, and water. I am trying to drink. I'd like to drink a gallon a day. Right now I'm working on half a gallon. So I did get my half gallon in, which is the 8 ounces. So I've just listed it by number of cups, which is kind of how I started doing it. I may change it to ounces later. I am not tracking screen time. I think maybe I'd like to, but I've just left it there. Tags would be anything that I want to connect. If I decide to make it an event, or let's say my mom, I wanted to add a tag here so that I would know that I did something with my mother this day. I would put that there. I have not been using this, and I may remove it later off of mine. But you can use it for whatever. You can take the template and rearrange it however you'd like. I do track whether or not I had trouble with word loss. I deal with cognitive impairments a lot better now. Long story I talk about in other videos, but I still need to track if I'm having trouble finding words, or dropping words, or not remembering things. So I just like to kind of keep track of it here. My mood today. Did I write? No. Did I exercise? No. And then I put down in this section here, this is where I would journal anything about the day that I wanted to keep here. I do keep a paper planner and a paper journal where I do kind of a lot of that. But sometimes I just want to keep something here for reference. And that's what I would put there. And I've done different things on different days, tried different things. I probably do not use Notion to its complete functionality. I want to. I'm trying, but right now I'm using it as kind of a trigger list, a reminder list, and a reference, kind of, reference database. So there's a lot more that I could be doing. I'm just not yet, which is okay. It's okay with me. No stress, no pressure. So when I open this up, I just kind of go through here. I'll go through my task lists, and I'll just check them off as I go and as I'm working on it. And then after my habit tracker, I just keep a kind of a weekly agenda. And this is populated with things that I do every week. Like, I just want to remember to do them. There are some weeks I honestly can't remember what to do. I need to have this trigger reminder here, which is why I plan, So a lot of these would be every week. I'll just check them off as the week goes. So like tomorrow when I go to the post office, I'll click that. When next Monday comes, I actually go through here and change the dates. I'll unclick it to say, don't forget to go to the post office again. My cable guy's coming on Tuesday. That is not a weekly thing. That's like a one-off. So after he comes and I check that off, I'd probably just delete it. Same with, my doctor's appointment's kind of a weekly thing. So those I leave there. So that's how I do this. Again, it is to just keep me on task. I do have some any day projects. I usually do them on the weekend, which is why they're here, but maybe I've got a free afternoon and I want to clean house or do some laundry. Then at the very bottom of this dashboard is the review section. So I have my master projects fed here, and on my master project list, so let's just go there. On my master project list, I have the project name. If I write a description in, any tasks that have been linked to it would be here. Due date, a context if I assigned a context to it, status, if it's in progress, if I'm still working on it, completed, whatever. And then this back here is really the magic of this database, and really is what can keep things from falling through the cracks, and really what GTD is all about. So as you can see, this project is completed and it says my last review. Well, I don't have a next one. So but let's say this project right here was last reviewed December 14th. So I did that on the first live stream where there was no sound. But it's telling me, I have a formula here. It is telling me that the next time I need to review it is December 21st. And the reason why it is 7 days is because I assigned a review frequency of 7 days to it. So if I said I want to review this project every 5 days, it automatically lets me know when I need to review it next. But I like it 7. So what does this matter? How do I know? What if I forget to come look? Well, that's why it's on the dashboard. I come down here to review on the dashboard, and you can see this project here. It was reviewed on the 14th, and the next day is the 21st in 7 days. So when I scroll through here and I do my weekly review, and I usually do it once a week, even though things might kind of pop up throughout the week, then I will quickly look at it, like just in my mind. What do I need to do? I know when my last review was. I also know when I'm going to work on this again, which will be the 17th. So this says my next review is 3 days ago or 2 days ago. So I'm going to say I reviewed it here, and it'll tell me my next review is the 17th, which is when I will review it again. So this project, I know we reviewed it here, and my next review is the 15th. So these just happen to be meetings with other people because I review these projects with other people, not just myself. But it automatically will show me what's coming up and when I have it. And so when I've reviewed it, so let's just say I'm just going to change this date to the 15th. So as you can see, when I review it on the 15th, then it'll let me know that my next review is on the 8th. I've done my tasks for the day or my appointments, and I come down here and I say, where am I at? It's going to show me which project I need to give some attention to if I haven't. So I'm good here. I'm good here. I'm good here. I'm good here. We just reviewed this today, so my next one won't be till next week. I've got these taken care of. So I can go to bed and not think I have a project that needs my attention. So each of these are what are called linked databases. So each of these are linked from the database itself. So this is my dashboard. So the master task list is over here, and it has its own page, and it has all my tasks on it, not just the tasks that are due in the coming week. So when I come back to my dashboard, it only just feeds me what's due this week. And the same in the templates that you will have. This would be the dashboard that has all of those linked databases in them. You just need to populate them with your information. I did put some examples here. So like just I'm creating these Notion templates. But then, so it's like your GTD task list. If you can click on it also. So it just shows you my task. I made myself to create the template. So then if I go back to the dashboard, the project was create Notion templates. And you can just delete this when you get it, and obviously enter your projects here. And then the tracker, if you want to use that. You don't have to, but it's in the default view right now. You can put it in calendar view, and then you can start entering things. And I just put in like some basic things that you could track, but you could go in and change them to whatever you want them to be. Okay, I hope this was clear as mud, or clearer than mud anyway. So if you have any questions, just feel free to drop me a comment in the description box. I will put a link to these templates in the description box. They are also in the description box of that first video that has no sound. But hey, we're learning as we go. But if you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'll try to answer them. Not an expert, but I just love using this Notion. And I had received several really kind comments and requests for these templates. So that's what they are. They're here for you. So thank you for bearing with me through this live, my second live now, and please like it. Come back, subscribe, and I'll have more videos in the future. And hopefully as we go, I'll get better at this live streaming stuff, because that's what I want to do. I want to practice. So thanks so much. Thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next time.